All right. In this 8.3, we have an animation where these scissors is cutting this circle to the center, and then it's unfold, and you can see that there's a semblance of a triangle there. The same thing is showed up here. We have our circle. It's cut to the center, which that cut represents a radius. It's unfolded, and it resembles a triangle. So when we go to our questions, it says, what polygon does the new shape resemble? Well, it resembles that triangle we talked about. How do we find the area of that polygon? Well, to find the area of a triangle, we know that that is 1/2 the base times the height. Okay? Now, going back up to the picture, this bottom row right here, this green, that would resemble the circumference of the circle. So this bottom is the base. It's going to resemble the circumference. So if I just start to manipulate this, I have 1/2 times the circumference. And that cut would be the height. And we said that that was a radius. All right. So now the base represents the circumference, the height represents the radius. And we can see that right here. The green represents the circumference. This cut represents the radius because it goes from the center. So from the green to the red, that represents the center of that circle. So if we continue manipulating this, we can have 1/2 times pi times diameter, and then we have that times the radius. Now, pi times the diameter represents the circumference formula. We know that we multiply pi times diameter, okay? So if I look at this, it could also be said that I have 1/2 times 2 times the radius times pi times that radius that we still have that represents the height. Now what I did here is I took the diameter, and we know that the relationship between the radius and the diameter is 2 radii makes a diameter. Okay, so I just rewrote that. Now when I rewrite that, I can take that 1/2 times the 2 times radius times pi. Well, 1/2 of 2 is 1. So now I have radius times pi. Okay? Now, to put this in the correct order, pi goes first because that's our constant, times radius times radius. What we just done here is we've used this formula for a triangle, since it relates to the circle, to get a formula for the area of a circle. So the area of a circle is going to be pi times radius squared. Pi times radius squared, pi times radius times radius. This is the same thing. So what we just done here is work through ways to rethink this formula to get the formula of a circle. And the formula for finding the area of a circle is pi times radius squared. That is something that you will need to remember.